Yes, it is Wednesday. It is noon. Of course, by now you know that means it's time for the High Noon Hemp Show, live in many places on video. The Temptations Beach Facebook page, of course, also the Jedi Hemp YouTube channel, and on Periscope and Twitter. At Temptations on Twitter. Of course, the podcast can be found audio only, Podbean, Google Play, which will someday, I guess, become Google Podcasts if you can't find us at a later date. And, of course, iHeartRadio. And, as I discovered this week on Instagram, there are now full episodes of the High Noon Hemp Show. I've been posting season 7 on IGTV on Instagram. Apparently, it lets you upload videos between 1 and 60 minutes, which is right in our wheelhouse. So you can check
I had
that
no
out.
idea.
So you'll be able to find videos of this show on demand at Temptations Pics on Instagram, PICS. If you would like to watch us on a little screen, it's up to you. There's just so many ways to enjoy the show. Now, officially, in Season 8, I am Joe Clare. He is the man himself, Beach, high above the Temptations in Sharonville, Ohio. Beach, how are things in the world of Temptations?
Moderately marvelous. I keep trying to come up with these funny little openings. I don't know why, but it has to be a way to say okay, because everything is okay. You know, that's about the best we're getting right now, and I'm all right with that. You know, as I sit high above Temptations here in the Hemp Quarters, welcome everyone to the High Noon Hemp Show. Must mean at noon. It is Wednesday. We are here. I'm not going to make it to high. Although I should. I am high above. Well, you know, it only took us till the week for it to happen, but we've gotten an update on Hemp History Week. It's not called Hemp History Week anymore. It is now called Hemp Week. Thank you, Joe, for doing your due diligence and researching this. Here it is. It's obviously not first through the 7th, but the 6th through the 12th. So we still got 2 more days of Hemp Week. And so, you know, we're going to continue to celebrate hemp as we do. And we hope that you are also. I keep forgetting to take the Hemp History Week banner down out in front of the store here in Sharonville. And so I guess that's why. Is something was telling me not to take it down until the 12th. I guess, you know, next week we're going to have to take out the history part, just fold it.
Yeah.
So you can't see it anymore. So it just says Hemp Week. I'm glad they didn't change it to just make it, we can still use the same banner.
Yeah.
And, you know, excuse me, I get it. You know, as much as we should celebrate the history of hemp, we should celebrate the present of hemp, and we should celebrate the future of hemp. And so moving to call it Hemp Week, to me, helps with that. In all honesty, in fact, it no longer pigeonholes us into, you know, the history part, you know. And so welcome every Hemp Week episode. You know, I wasn't planning for Hemp Week. I think, again, the best I can state it is Hemp Week is out there. And Joe mentioned that they're kind of going on the, you know, Hemp Week is every week, kind of, you know, celebrate hemp every day, kind of ideology, of course. And maybe this is just their way to minimize it down to Hemp Day.
We celebrate hemp every week.
I don't have to work so hard. And we do celebrate hemp every week right here. So welcome to week 85. Am I right there? I believe I am.
Correct.
Week 85 of the High Noon Hemp Show, celebrating Hemp Week every Wednesday at high noon here at the Twitter page, the Temptations Beach Facebook page, the YouTube page. Talking about YouTube as well, I think we may move to going live from YouTube instead of live
we're live in
Temptations
both
Beach.
places,
Although we're
but
live. We're live there now, but
yeah,
like
I'd like
directly
to
from there
focus more
somehow.
on
I don't know what that
YouTube
means.
because I mean I've mentioned this before, but Facebook sucks. I mean,
Yeah.
there's no way around it. They don't tell people that we're live. They don't bother to enhance the visibility of the show, which is on their platform. I don't know why they wouldn't, but Facebook's just not good with video or shows or things of that nature. YouTube is much better. We just have a lower presence on YouTube. So go Jedi Hemp, search it,
Okay.
subscribe.
Join the Jedi Hemp channel.
Indeed.
What we're going to probably do is some type of giveaway. We're going to officially make the switch over episode 6. So 5 episodes. This is episode 1 of season 8, and so episode 6. I think we're going to actually. What I mean to say is we will be broadcasting live from the YouTube channel. It will still be here at Temptations Beach if you're watching there. It will still be on Twitter if you watch there live. But we're going to broadcast live from the Jedi Hemp channel. And so if you haven't liked or followed the Jedi Hemp channel yet on YouTube, go do that. Well, don't do it yet. Maybe I should wait. We will have a contest. Anybody that joins from now until the 6th episode will be eligible for the contest.
There you go.
All right. We should be able to track that. So you have to go. Here's the rules. I'm making them up as we go along. You have to go. You have to go and join the Jedi Hemp channel, or follow the Jedi Hemp channel on YouTube, and then you have to go watch the last episode of the High Noon Hemp Show and comment and
Yes.
place a comment. If you're isn't your name or whatnot, make a reference to at least to who you are in some way. That if you win, we can find you,
Yes,
which we should be able to go back. We'll
your
be able to
YouTube
go back
channel
to that.
is private. They kind of hide you, so be aware of that. It will lessen your chances of winning if you have a private YouTube channel you follow people with.
So
Ideally,
there
we'd like
you
to get
have it.
away from being reliant on Facebook for their crappy service.
Yes. Honestly, that's it. It's
Plus, the show, I mean, it just
so.
looks better on YouTube than it does on Facebook.
Yeah, apparently, and I haven't watched it on YouTube yet
Yeah.
to verify that, but apparently it does come through. It streams cleaner.
Facebook just hasn't figured out video yet.
Right, and that does make sense all in all, I suppose. That's YouTube's job. That's Facebook's kind of job, but they don't they don't take
I'm not
serious
sure
enough.
what Facebook is for anymore.
Not sure.
Been a loss for a while.
Yeah. So anyway, folks, that's that we'll be posting more information about that. And I suppose we should make even our previous followers on YouTube eligible in some way or another for the contest. We shouldn't leave them out just because they were one of the first people, and so they are.
Just
They may get two. They may get 2 tickets
show.
in the booth, but yeah, we'll figure all that out.
Yeah.
So, all right, that's pretty much what's going on with us. Around the city. Again, we're still doing everything we can in the stores and whatnot to be safe, and all in all, like that. Good for everyone. Even though we are getting busier because everybody kind of like the floodgates are opening.
Yeah.
Everybody's like running out when they should still be walking out slowly and not going out at all if they don't have to. But it's all good. It's all good. Speaking of that, how about the product spotlight? I like to call it 4 from the store, 1 from my door. The first one is actually, we've been carrying the Day Trip drinks for a little while. They're CBD, but these are actually the Day Trip Go, which is these just came in, and so these are an energy drink, and so not only adaptogenic. I'm not sure. Now we have to look that word up. See if we're pronouncing it correctly. And
It's the first
what
thing
does
I
it mean?
noticed.
It does seem like a made up word almost. Now I'm gonna have to check on that. But those should be in all the locations if you're looking for a. It's just got a little bit of CBD, so it's a little adds just a little bit of calmness to the energy part of it, and so probably just like clarity, kind of a little bit. Um, I have had the day trips, and I do like them. They are good.
So, according to
Um,
Google and Time.com, adaptogens are non toxic plants that are marketed as helping the body resist stressors of all kinds, whether physical, chemical, or biological. These herbs and roots have been used for centuries in Chinese and Ayurvedic healing traditions. So, basically, natural plants, non toxic plants.
Great. We like
So, there you
that.
go. Absolutely.
I would have just put it as simple as that.
Yeah. I guess somebody discovered the word adaptogenic and thought, well, this is going to be good.
Yeah, we'll just use that. We'll just use that. What's a synonym for natural? I like it. I like words. Words are good.
Yes.
The next one, these are also new products from an older company with the Funky Farms. We've gotten in a couple new vape cartridge, and they're pre-filled vape cartridges, vape pens. Um, 600 to 200 milligram, Pineapple Express, Granddaddy Purple, and Natural. And then we also have now the vape juice for refilling in a 1,000 milligram. And what is a blueberry gelato, a mango, a peach. I think that's a couple peaches maybe, or a pear and a peach. And so those are actually for refilling a pen cartridge, and then the ones in the boxes there are pre-filled cartridges, pens, disposable. Although I think they're battery, and so the battery should be usable until it dies. So they're kind of disposable if you want them to be. I believe those cartridges may even be refillable too in the long run. So you could do that if you really wanted to. The next one is the Lady Jane Gourmet Seed Company Hempalicious Honey Nut Bar Mix. That's
That was a
right.
long title.
I wish I had one word for that, right? But you got to get it in there to get it all right. But you can see there, they're gluten-free, non-GMO, of course. We love our Lady Jane foods. This is just a mixture where you would add a liquid, and I'm not positive the liquid. I would almost guess it's water. And it's a non-cook, I believe, kind of thing. So basically, you mix it up, you lay it kind of flat in a pan, and then let it dry or cool in the refrigerator. I'm not positive. And then you just cut it and eat it. Then you got yourself a nice healthy hemp snack. For your afternoon, morning, or daytime snack, whatever it may be. I don't know. But I think it's what they consider a no-bake. It's a no-bake recipe. And the next one is, and it's not on my, did I send you? Oh, I'm sorry. And I probably messed that up because I forgot the neckties. I skipped
That is
it.
fine.
So that's why he waits for I get. He
Yes.
doesn't put them in the order that I send them. He waits. I totally skipped over the neckties. And so good job. See, that's a good producer for you, folks. He knows when his
On my
I'm not going to
toes.
call myself a person. Anyway, these are the neckties, the selection that we have in Sharonville. We should have a little bit of these in every store. If you're going back to work and you have to wear a necktie, I'm sorry. But if that is the case, these are kind of hemp silk, kind of smooth. They're not stiff at all, that's for sure. Just kind of fun. I think the brown, the light blue, and the yellow are a hemp silk blend, and then the blue with the detail in it is just kind of a regular blend, so to speak. And so, if you do need a necktie, like I said, you got to go back to work. You want to go with a fresh necktie. You got to wear one of those.
Maybe a wedding, or
Um,
hopefully not a
if
funeral,
you got
but
to drop off, yeah, it's right. Either way. For those moments that you may need to dress up and wear a tie, uh, why not hemp? Why
absolutely.
not? Have some fun with it. So there you have it. 4 from the store. Now the one from my store, I know I have done before because I'm at 85 episodes in, running out of personal items to show off. So
Who
I'm
knew
kind of
we could go
looping
in?
back
We'd be in
myself.
8 seasons.
Yeah. And so that being said, here's my hemp briefcase, which I do love. I take to all the shows. It definitely gets attention when I carry it out. And I've had this for a while. As you can see, I've personalized it with my own details. But that outer core is all hemp. Um, it's like a pressed hemp composite that's moldable. I suppose how they do that. But it's nice and stiff. I haven't really tried to push on it too much to see how much it would take, but I think it would take quite a bit if it needed to. It should. All in all, that stuff's supposed to be pretty darn strong, especially in that form. So there you have it, folks. 4 from the store, 1 from my store, my door, in the product spotlight. I mess up the order and then I can't talk anymore. No, I'm sure I can talk some more.
Yes. That, of course, as always, leads
But
us to the best segment. We haven't won any awards for it yet that I'm aware of. I don't know whose oversight that is. I don't know who gives those type of awards or why they haven't given us one. But it is what it is. It's still, even without the awards, it's the best thing you're going to find on Facebook. Maybe even the best thing you can find on YouTube. I know there's a lot of cat videos and things like that. But there's also this. I know fashion's big. You have problems with fashion. You
right,
don't know what to wear.
fashion's huge
Well,
still.
hey, Beach will tell you because Beach knows about hemp clothing. He also owns a lot of hemp clothing, which is why one of the reasons we do the beachwear segment. We ask the most important question of the day: what are you wearing, Beach?
That's right. If you're curious, what would someone wear that has a closet full of hemp clothing? Well,
This particular day,
here's the
it
85th
is.
episode or the 85th outfit right here. I'm just so excited about 85. I don't know why. Ocho Cinco.
That's right.
Episode Ocho Cinco. Um, we've got the Make Hemp Great Again hat, the Always Planting Seeds Satori Movement T-shirt. I am still on my different T-shirt a day since the beginning of the year, and so the closet is getting thin, but we're still going. On that, got my headcase boxers with my island hempwear shorts, which I've had for a long time, and the fact that they're still so bright green is a testament to something. I'm not sure. The dye, obviously, but I've got my Green Spring Technologies pen in my pocket there, which you can barely see poking out, but it's always with me. My Oasis no-show socks and Adidas shoes. This is kind of my, like, hey, look at me. What are you wearing, Beach? With the bright green shorts and the bright green shoes and the Make America Great, Make America Hemp Again. I mean, I don't know if America's ever been great. America's always been good. We've been good. We're good. We're good.
We have our
Let's
moments.
not struggle to be great. That's true. And we've definitely been bad. Don't
Yeah,
get me wrong.
we have our moments both
I'm not
ways.
trying to say we haven't been bad. But great is like perfection. Let's not seek it. Let's just do good. Let's just be good. Let's just, it's all good. It should be all good. All in all, with all the tensions going on in the world,
Indeed.
I didn't really bring it up. It's an issue that's a non-hemp issue, but I will say that Temptations and me personally side with equality. We side with fairness. We do not side with violence in any way. To be
Absolutely.
honest with you, violence it should never be the answer. I don't care what kind of question you're trying to answer, and answering it with violence is just what a ridiculous sense of stupidity. Just because someone's tougher than someone else doesn't mean that their ideology is correct. It's like the worst way to
Yeah.
decide whether you're right or not is by violence. I don't think there should be like 80 tests, like a game of chess, and I don't know, some trivia questions or something. I mean, there's got to be a better test than to believe that violence is the answer to anything that's going on. And so, peacefully protesting is the only way, in all honesty, to get our voices heard. And so, if you don't support that, then you're a fascist. You're a communist. You don't deserve to live in America. If you don't believe that peacefully protesting is every one of our rights written on paper in the very First Amendment, peaceful
Yeah.
assembly, they call it. And so, if you call protesters looters, stop watching my show and go seek help. Anyway, I didn't want to get on my soapbox about it. It is a soapbox issue. I had a very intense conversation with someone that didn't get it. It was the very definition of white privilege, and just kept coming up with the excuses that they keep coming up with to take away our rights.
Yeah.
I don't care if there's one looter in the crowd of protesters. That looter has a right to be there until he breaks the law. That's all it is. And then arrest that guy. You cannot. If we start arresting people that are trying to peacefully protest in this country, then we are doomed. Doomed. I mean, doomed. And I try to stay out of it, but that is a serious direction wrong, backwards. Again, they start taking away our First Amendment rights. You know what? And all you religious people, guess what's included in there?
Yeah.
Your right to your religion. Your First Amendment right to say whatever you want to say. Gone. We're in trouble. We're in trouble. If we don't move forwards from this, we are in trouble. Anyway, North Carolina finally passed their bill, and I swear I'm looking, and I don't know. I think that they left making the smokable CBD illegal out. So they didn't. It's not in there, I think, but it's very confusing as to it's sitting on the governor's desk. But the little bit of information I can get about the smokable, which was an issue, I'm not clear. I think they left it out, so I think it remains legal. I'm not positive on that,
Yeah,
but there
Hemp
is
Industry
something going
Daily.
on.
Hemp Industry Daily says North Carolina Senate passes farm bill that keeps smokable hemp legal in 2021.
Okay, good. So I
So,
think they just left it out. There's no
yeah.
mention of making it illegal, so therefore it's staying legal. Okay, that is what I thought. Thank you for clarifying that for me.
No problem. Thank you, Google.
Yeah, thank you, Google. Harvard Health Letter on managing health pain. There was 5 things that they say you can do. Number 3 is go herbal. And Dr. Jacob Teitelbaum, who is an internationally known pain expert, and I quote, says hemp oil can also be beneficial, adding on to some of the other herbal. Turmeric was on there. If you look into anti-inflammatories as far as herbal substances go, that is basically what their guideline is for that, because dealing with inflammation is dealing with what's causing the pain. That's why you want to deal. That's why you want to use something that helps with the inflammation, not something that makes the pain go away.
Yeah.
Okay, which is better known as an opiate on the grand scale of things. Um, not saying that dealing with it when you deal with the inflammation, you deal with the real issue. That helps make the pain go away as well. Um, but it just doesn't turn your brain off, tell your brain to ignore it. It
Yeah.
actually deals with it, no matter what it is. And we have a lot of customers that buy a cream that we sell for that very reason, because it helps them with inflammation, therefore helps them with their pain issues. There are other herbs that do that. Um, and so, do your research diligently, but if you're dealing with any type of pain that's from inflammation, there are herbal alternatives, so to speak, out there that help people, I believe. I am not making any medical claims. That being said, the FDA is coming down on more companies. I believe they just actually gave somebody a cease and desist because they wouldn't stop claiming that their CBD product cures cancer. Okay, and and that it could help fight off COVID-19. I mean, they were doing both. Which again, I'm not saying that either one of those statements are true, not true, or not. There's not enough research for either one of them. But the fact of the matter is the FDA doesn't care whether they're true or not because they haven't been proven true yet. You prove them true, then you can make that claim. The fact of the matter is the FDA will never say anything cures cancer. I don't believe that there is any FDA-approved drugs that can make the claim that it cures cancer. Um, and so, um, yes, CBD has probably cured someone's cancer. Yes, THC has cured someone's cancer more than likely. But that doesn't mean that it cures cancer. It just means that it cured their cancer.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying not to use these things to help with those things, but you can't put it on the bottle. You can't make those claims. You just can't. The FDA is going to come after you, and so they're coming after. They're making another round of. I think CBD is keeping the FDA pretty busy these days. And so they have to love the job security of these people that are making claims that they should not be making. Um, do your own research. Use whatever you want to use if you think it can help you with whatever. I think that the fact that the government or any other human won't allow you to do that to begin with is absurd. Absurd. We're still working on the freedom thing when we have other people telling us what we can and can't put in our bodies. In all honesty, I don't care what it is. I don't care what it is. Common sense says don't put a lot of things in your body if you don't know what they are. But the fact that the government or any other human can tell me what I can and can't put in my body it is absurd. Obviously, I want research on stuff. I don't. For the same reason that I want to prove that it works, to prove that it doesn't work or it's harmful. do, do,
Well,
do,
so we're not live.
do. We are
We gotta
not
go.
live.
We have to go live with a part two, and then I will try to merge them into a single video later. I don't know what that was.
Okay.
It's the first time I've ever seen it. It came up and said there's an open source error, right, like right in front of me, and I said okay, and then everything disappeared. So that is weird.
And then I did comment, and we are still, according to my Facebook page, live. Which is weird. All right,
Yeah, I just
let's
have.
just shoot live again real quick. I'll finish up, and you can put them
Yep.
together.
There we go. Now we should be streaming and recording again. Part two of the High Noon Hemp Show, Season 8. I saw an error that I've never seen before, and everything disappeared. So, I don't know. I will attempt later to merge the two videos into a single video and upload them, but if not, well, if you're seeing this, and this is part two, go back and find part one. It'll be the previous video. If you want to know what we were talking about and what you missed when everything just went to crap. I don't know what happened there.
Weird. Well, I was up on my soapbox.
That's right.
I got up on my soapbox, and it just seems like when that happens,
I've done hundreds of episodes of different shows on this broadcasting software. I've never seen that error before. That's never happened.
it's crazy.
That is weird.
I was just advocating for equality, whether it's herbal blends or what.
Free speech.
Free speech.
Nope.
All right.
Not today.
Got a little bit of news left. Honestly, not too many events out there. We'll finish up here and get everybody on their way with part two of today's High Noon Hemp Show.
Multi-part season premiere.
Yeah. This is an interesting study that I found, and this is a company that's called Hemp for Water, and then Valencia College in Orlando. They're going to test hemp mats to see if they will help clear nutrient pollution. Nutrient pollution is basically what feeds toxic blue-green algae or red tide algae. We, the farmers, the people, are the reason that these algae are becoming so much more worse in areas all over. Right? We can talk about a big lake somewhere in the middle of the country, or you can talk about the coast. This is something that we know runoff from agricultural businesses is causing. Now, I don't want to prove that mats. I do want to prove that hemp mats will pull these nutrients out of the water and help. I hope that they do. But all in all, what we need to focus on, what this is really telling us is we need to focus on the nutrients that the herbicides and the pesticides or whatever it is that it's obviously herbicides, not pesticides, you think, that are fueling this algae. But the runoff is it's detriment to natural. I mean, you think, well, if there's extra herbicides or whatever, if it's good for the plant, then it's good for everybody in the soil. It's just not. That's just not ridiculous. That's a ridiculous way to look at it. So we'll see. Hopefully, the hemp mats will work, and that will help where they know runoff exists. And hopefully they'll make the farmers pay for them. Maybe they'll make the chemical companies that supply these chemicals to the farmers responsible for the runoff. I was hoping that we could make them more responsible for the runoff before, but we can't. So far there's been no real way, because they said, well, we gotta grow my plants, right? I gotta have the corn, gotta have the soybean, gotta have the whatever it is that I'm putting in the ground that need these whatever it is, these nutrients, which it becomes pollution. So it's nutrient pollution is the specific term for that. We know that, and I just mentioned this last week, that hemp is a phytoremediator. And so because it's got the taproot, it pulls bad things out of the soil. Now, this is something that obviously you would put in the soil, or in the water. You'd put these mats in the water, and just like a mat that could absorb oil, which is the same thing they use in spills, is they actually put a big sponge kind of mat out there, and they absorb that out of the water that way. I think, we'll see if this will take the nutrients out, the bad nutrients, the pollution nutrients, and clean the water. So keep an eye on Hemp for Water. I like that name. I like that idea. Either way, clean water is a human right. You want to talk about some human rights? We'll go back to that. Clean water should be a human right. It's not. That's why I say should be. It is a human right, but we don't have it. It's just another one of those freedoms that we're supposed to wake up with every morning, that we do not have. Yeah. You can experience Hemp Summer Solstice Virtual Conference and Trade Show, I believe June 16th through the 19th, and you can go to the NOCO Hemp Expo website for more information on that. And then this is actually an event you can go to and be out in public if you really wish. Is the June 26th through 28th, the Southern Atlantic and Arts Expo. This is a hemp industry trade show, consumer marketplace with an art festival. And so I guess, if I was going to risk getting COVID-19 or passing on COVID-19, it seems like a lot of reasonable reasons. I'm not promoting irresponsibility here, folks, but, if I was willing to get out again, this might be an event I would go to. Again, it's down in Asheville, June 26th through the 28th. That's the Southern Atlantic and Arts Expo. There is going to be a hemp industry trade show, consumer marketplace, and an art festival. All right. Well, there you have it, folks. The last 10 minutes or so of
exciting conclusion.
Episode 85. Dun, dun, dun. Wasn't nearly as exciting as it should have been, I don't think. I probably should have come back just like in the middle of a rant that no one knew what I was talking about.
Right.
It's a part
That's
two.
when I told him, you're going to die.
That's what I said. There's no way. Anyway. Oh, shoot. Fun with lack of technology. Anyway, folks, thanks for watching us. Part two. Hopefully you didn't notice Joe seamlessly put them together. If it's up somewhere else or whatnot, either way, yes. Go join the YouTube Jedi Hemp channel. Get on that. Get your name started in the barrel, so to speak. So again, right now the contest says go follow the Jedi Hemp channel on YouTube. Whatever way you do that on YouTube, you may have to join YouTube officially. I don't know how that works. And then go comment on the latest or one of the latest episodes of the High Noon Hemp Show.
Try to comment on the Season 8 episode.
Season 8. That's right. Season 8. This one.
And this is part 1 and part 2, then both will count. They're both Season 8.
That's right. We'll count both. That we will.
Correctly. So you know where you are.
That's right. Do not want to get confused there.
Yes.
And thank you again. And remember, reduce, reuse, recycle. Make everything else out of hemp. Having temptations?
Technology willing. We'll see you next week.